Mr. Chairman. How do we measure success under SBIR and STTR? It's patents awarded, small businesses revenue, employment growth, that ability to get to that next stage. What are some of the success markers that we should be looking for?
Very good question, Congresswoman. I think all of those that you mentioned obviously are good markers. You know, the transition percentages from, you know, the ultimate, obviously the ultimate objective with meeting the research and development needs of our country, inspiring innovation, and then commercializing. Any kind of markers we can put down for that. As a new administration, we will look and see if there's some metrics that we need to add. We're fully committed, as you've heard from Administrator McMahon, to making sure these programs are efficient, to make sure that they're effective, and to make sure that the programs are meeting the types of outcomes that they're intended to meet. So adding additional metrics is something that we can look at to make sure that we're measuring appropriately, and then working with Congress and the program managers, obviously, as they report back to the SBA in its oversight role, to make sure that we're measuring correctly.
All right, and Mr. Neumann?
We haven't looked at the metrics in the work that we've done. We've mostly focused on, you know, the spending compliance and the fraud prevention requirements in the work, but certainly those are important metrics, and we would be interested in considering look at that in future reviews.
Okay, and then we've heard from some of our folks who've been involved that, you know, they get in there at that entry level and then they aren't able to get to that they aren't supported in going to that next level, or they feel like their good ideas may be otherwise appropriated throughout agencies, and then they don't kind of get that credit and opportunity. How do you see that, and how do we you know, provide the incentives for people to come in and know that, well, if this takes off, you're going to be a beneficiary. It's not going to sort of be appropriated by others.
That's, again, an excellent question. You want to engage the entrepreneurial community to make sure if they come in for a phase one that they have some assurance that that there won't be certainly a hindrance with the program moving into a phase two. I don't have data on that. Can certainly look into that and report back, but we certainly want to have the program run in a way that there isn't a hindrance to moving from phase one to phase two for those innovators that are part of the program.
Okay, and I might have some follow-up questions on that, because we've had some folks talk to us about that, and I don't have all the details sort of in front of me, but that's been a concern.
Yeah, very good.
That's been raised.
Yeah, we'd be more than happy to look into those details, those specific cases, and then address them on a one-by-one basis and communicate back to the committee on that.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, actually, Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back. Good.
Thank you very much. And at this time, I'd like to